update, like just before we were going to go to the air again, and all the machines are really lagging tonight now as a result of this update.
Yeah, why is it that no matter what day we go live, they always have an update just before we go live?
I don't know. They seem to drop their updates right about 8 o'clock. So go figure. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Now, hey, I don't know what Chevelle did, but the link is now live. They completely missed the intro, but the link is now live.
They didn't miss much.
So good on you, CJ. Wow. Okay, so again, I was saying that we are on Wednesday, April the 15th, and we were having...
Hey, guys. We just started the show. How's it going?
We're having YouTube streaming difficulties, but we are live. So if you want to call in, join the conversation, the telephone number to call is area code 951-356-6882. That's 951-356-6882. You can join the YouTube chat if you're watching the show. And I don't know, Todd and Chevelle, well, Todd and I were talking about this earlier. Chevelle, I don't know if you are really good at monitoring your tweets. No. Okay. Well, see, you can actually...
Well, what do you mean monitoring my tweets? Like looking at what I've tweeted? Because no, once it leaves my hands, I'm done.
No.
Completely disavow myself of any relationship to anything I may have said on any social media, in person or otherwise. No.
Yeah, none of us are that narcissistic that we go back and check what we tweet. None of us are Trump. But that having been said, if you want to reach out to us...
I don't know about that, guys. There was this one tweet I had, okay? And it was catching fire, okay? So I had to go back and check it a lot, okay?
Okay. Do we dare ask what that tweet was about?
Oh, man. It was great, right?
Okay.
It was the best. I had the best words, and all of a sudden it struck me. This was right after... What's that guy's... Oh, geez. What's that guy's name?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll play your silly game. What is that guy's name?
Yeah, the guy from Band of Brothers and whatever that war movie was with Tom Hanks. The guy... Oh, man. Anyway,
are you talking about Saving Private Ryan?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
That guy, he was just getting Me Too'd. And I
Problems in here, man. This is ridiculous.
I tweeted something so hilarious about him and that other guy that got Me Too'd. Oh, it was hilarious. You should have seen it. You should have been there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know what's in that cup you're drinking, and I probably don't want to know. But what I was getting at was that along with our names up there, every so often you will see our Twitter handles that appear also. So I, of course, am at Joe Carbonetta, and Todd is at Todd Fluker, or maybe it's at Drunk Bugger. I was going to say something else, and then I thought I better censor myself, because you never know who's watching. And Chevelle, of course, is at Chevelle Divine.
We do know who's watching. Let's see, we have... one people.
Great. Good to know. So anyway, yeah, you can reach us via Twitter, and you can also send stuff to us at mixified@gmail.com. So that's just a few of the avenues that you can reach us at, not to the least of which also you can always call in at 951-356-6882. That's 951-356-6882, and you too can be part of the conversation. So, by the way, welcome guys to COVID Cast number 2.
The K Cast.
COVID begins with a C. You know that, right?
How I feel about that title. The Big C. Is that what we're gonna call it? Seriously?
Yeah.
The big.
I don't know about that one.
The Big
All
C.
right. Show. Well, no, I guess with the wide shot we can't do that. I was gonna say, show of hands. How many of us have received our stimulus check so far?
Oh,
all right. There we go. Maybe I do it with this hand. There. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. So, Todd, what happened?
They're slowly working their way to the west.
Todd, did you get your stimulus check?
no, apparently. Yeah, I'm waiting for, mine's gonna be the limited edition hand signed by Trump.
Oh, God, you're going for the paper check.
So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit longer to get here. But, it's worth the wait, guys.
Is it?
He's got the best words.
Is it really worth the wait?
he's got the best words and the best signatures.
Yeah, for those
So-
of you who don't know, if you did your last tax return via paper check, you will be waiting at least until sometime in May before you get your check in the mail, because that entire operation has been put on hold while Trump has limited edition checks made that have his a reproduction of his personal signature on them, so that you will know that he was the president responsible for getting you your stimulus check. Never mind that the federal government had to authorize this, and that it's your taxpayer dollars actually just being sent back your direction.
It's gonna be great. I'm gonna frame it, and it's gonna be really a keepsake that I can tell future generations about. They're gonna be like, Grandpa Pappy Fluke Fluke, how was 2020? And I'm gonna be like, well, Timmy, you see Stampy's prize position right over here on the wall? Yeah, right next to my recliner. That's
Right
the
next
great
to
man.
my hand-signed Boba Fett replica out here.
You know, there's something I couldn't miss this, that it turns out that just when you thought it couldn't get any more, I'm dare I say asinine, than chucking paper towels at victims of a hurricane, then Trump trumps himself by stopping the stimulus checks because he wants to have his signature on them. He trumps himself.
There was flooding. Those paper towels would
Yes.
come really handy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what more can you say? I don't think I've ever been shy about saying I'm not a fan of the President Trump, and I certainly am crossing my fingers that people come to their senses and replace him with someone more capable, more sensible, more qualified come November.
I mean, we should get our caller to call in from yesterday and talk about some conspiracy theories, but I heard that maybe Trump, he held back on reining this whole thing in, for personal reasons, that it would benefit him greatly. You can't have an election during a pandemic.
Chevelle, would you like to respond to that?
No.
You can't impeach him during a pandemic.
Good.
I mean, it's ill-advised, but I
No,
guess.
listen. They can't impeach him because they can't get anybody to do it. It's got nothing to do with the pandemic.
Because he's Teflon.
Pretty
Well,
much, yeah. It's not. You know what? Here's the thing. Like, it's not even that he's Teflon. It's that all of the other options are so bad. That's the reason he's the president in the first place.
There's literally no way any of the other candidates would have been this bad.
I disagree.
There
I
is
disagree.
possible way.
I
It's not
disagree. I
literally
disagree.
possible.
I disagree. No, they
Good old broken
No.
record.
No. Listen, anybody can say that they would have done something different when you have like a situation like this. This is an extremely unique situation. There are a lot of moving parts, which is part of the reason why I don't like when anybody wants to pin anything on any one person.
Unique
What?
situations keep coming up under Trump's watch.
you noticed
Okay,
that.
so
You noticed that, did you?
Are we going to sit here and say that he's the one responsible for creating this COVID-19 because he's not?
Could say yes. One could very easily argue yes. If he back all of the fail-safes that Obama had in place, perhaps
Nope.
it might have gotten here.
No, and I'm going to tell you why I don't believe that's true. Every major state in the United States of America, population-wise, is a blue state. Every major state in America is dealing with a very unique situation because of their overpopulation, because of their lack of resources, And ultimately, I would say because of their complete mismanagement of the available resources. In California, we're talking about building a freaking light rail from San Francisco to LA. They're passing all these crazy emission regulations, which are doing nothing but jacking up the rates of cars because they basically don't want people driving cars anymore. They want to push everybody into light rail.
Come on. Let's get real for a second. We have to stop the show.
We have to stop the show.
Hold on. I haven't plugged in my headphones yet. Bloop. There we go.
Is that why you sounded so bad? Is that why you sounded so bad?
Oh yeah, now it's lit.
That's it. We needed the light show.
Are you?
We had to stop everything for the light show.
Wait, but seriously, the audio quality just improved dramatically as soon as the lights came on.
Oh, okay, cool.
Anyway, I think one of the reasons I would advocate for, I would say, a more conservative leadership is because I don't believe that much power should be concentrated at the federal level of the government. That was something that was decided in the Constitution by the same old white men that everybody claims are trying to take away all the freedoms now. It's not that that's the case. It's that whoever gets power always wants more power. The founding fathers actually wanted to avoid concentrating power, which is why we have 3 levels of government, which is why we have a federation rather than a full-blown like communist party where it's central rule. It's these states are a federation of states that are agreeing to abide by these rules. And, they tried to succeed and whatnot, but, California collects it. It ain't going to happen.
Does it look like I'm actually looking at Chevelle right now while we're talking?
Hope and change.
I'm trying to talk to you now, Todd. Does it look like I'm talking to you now?
And you guys keep bringing up that hope and change, but if Obama had done a better job, Trump wouldn't be president.
Really? You're going to blame Obama for
Absolutely.
this?
Oh, yeah. He really left the empty shelf out there for us.
I don't know what to tell you. Nobody can argue the fact that the economy grew for 4 years straight under Trump. It shrank for 8 years straight.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty easy to make it to shift your numbers over pretty good when you're slashing budgets on necessary items like pandemic response.
Yeah, I was gonna say like pandemic response and the people who are in charge of that. I could not agree with you more, Todd.
Personal living situation. The fact that I live where I live now is the direct result of the fact it was getting harder to live for 4 years. It was painful, and I expected a lot from Obama. I had hope and was looking for the change, but it was basically more of the same, and it was sad and pathetic. And now his vice president wants to run for president. I'm tired of dynasties. We went through it. We went Reagan, then Reagan's vice president, then Clinton, and then the Reagan's vice president's son, and then the other Clinton tried to run, but she didn't get it, so they put Obama in there and then put Biden under him, and now Biden's trying to run. Can we get any new blood in
You're
here
tired
anywhere?
of dynasties, and you'd rather have a disaster, which is what we've got going now.
But you guys have to remember what I've said for a long time. I've said for a long time it is going to take a complete revolution. And then you guys thought I was joking, but you got to burn some stuff down in order to wake some people up. And right now, a lot of systems are getting burned down, and a lot of people are waking up.
Yeah.
The question is, are you waking up to taking control and responsibility for your own self, or are you waking up to giving control over to somebody else? Because you can say it 2 ways. The only problem here is that the Republicans woke up first, and they decided they didn't like the establishment Republican system. The Democrats are having a hard time waking up because Bernie was supposed to be their wake-up call, and they snubbed him twice now. Twice.
Well,
for Biden. For Joe Biden. Are we serious?
For Joe McFeely Biden.
You can do so much better than that. Anybody else on this stage, I would have voted for anybody else on that stage except for Biden and Bernie. Neither one of those two do it for me.
Did you?
Well, and Kamala, she was a nut. I don't like her either.
Come on.
I could have stomached Elizabeth Warren.
She was great on SNL.
No, she wasn't. She's a terrible human being, and she smells like horse farts. Don't ask me how I.
Joe's got nothing for that. I think Joe might be frozen.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here. We completely lost the video.
Huh. It looks fine on our end.
You can see
I don't
me?
know. You're frozen, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what happened. We're fraught with technical difficulties tonight. You guys are looking great.
But one thing I was gonna say, I feel like this has been a mini wake-up call to a lot of people, in that I think people are slapped in the face with the reality of the situation. In that, hey, I need to go to the store and get basic necessities like toilet paper, and I can't. Or I need to go to the grocery store and get a basic necessity like, I don't know, food. And all of a sudden they're like, it's not there. So I think I have seen a lot of people taking things into their own hands. You know, they're saying, hey, you gotta have a backyard garden to at least give yourself a fighting chance. If the supply chain is even disrupted in the slightest way, as it has been now, what are we gonna do? You're just gonna sit there with your thumb up your butt and be like, hey, I hope this stimulus check shows up so I can spend $1,000 on Amazon and get them to send me an 18-pack of TP.
All right, guys, I figured out how I can fix this, though. Let's see. I'm going to go to Todd for a second, and then I'm going to go back to the white chat. There you go. How's that? I've got the bizarre graphic tonight.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, man, I wanted to punch that caricature artist in the face.
What? Why?
Such a dick.
Seriously? What? Why are you so upset about him? What did he do to you?
Do you see your face? Or my face? Can you make it so all of our faces are there?
Oh God. Really? You're gonna? Let's see. Hang on.
I have to look at yesterday's stream. It popped up like every 5 seconds.
That's true. It's totally ironic that I'm now the one that has to be the cartoon, and I might have to be this way for the entire show. But
I wonder. I guess since Joe is the hub, it's probably never dropped out.
But Todd, you're freezing too. There we go. So now we're all just cartoons. How's that?
F this guy. Oh my God.
That is not right, Todd.
P.S. It's Jeff and not me.
What's that?
I'm the other caricature guy.
No, that's you.
Picture F there.
That's really you.
How insulting.
Todd, you're breaking up so badly tonight.
It's because he's so loud.
What?
You're overmodulating.
Sorry.
You sound like a 12-year-old on Call of Duty.
Hey guys! Oh my God, I was playing the Oculus Rift.
Okay.
I got one of those for Christmas. That was nice. But there's this zombie game called Arizona Sunshine. It's a really cool game. It's zombies and all blood and gore and shooting zombies in the face.
Oh, so it's like real life.
Yeah, so it's like real life right now. But I was playing in this multiplayer mode, and there's me and Jeff and another guy, and seriously, it must have been a 6-year-old in the game with us, because you can literally, since it's the Oculus, and it kind of scales your height to how tall you are. So all of our characters, all our avatars were, the average height for a grown person, except for this one was like 3 foot shorter than us. I was like, yes, this is a child. And she was like, and the kid was like, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. I was like, oh my God, who are your parents? I need to call CPS or something. This kid should not be playing this game. I'm sure it's rated M for mature.
Okay. So what was the point of this story? Or you're just stalling for time?
Poor sound quality and bad streaming side effects.
I see. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm slowly trying to get us back to some semblance of normalcy, but in the meantime, oh well, let me go back to Todd here. So Todd, you can carry the show for a minute, Todd, so that I can at least restore you guys to
and I'll just dance.
non-cartoon fashion. How about that?
Okay, so Todd, you're gonna vote for Biden?
I mean, we live in California. It really doesn't matter who we vote for, right?
It's true.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah.
Doesn't that make you feel like all of this has been predetermined just because of the fact that you don't really have a choice, especially because you live in California or New York or Florida or Texas, any of these states
I really
that
try
matter?
not to pay attention to any of this crap because it has almost no impact on my life. So what do I care?
But it does because like everybody's mad that Trump won, but Trump won because of the Electoral College. He actually got the votes that Hillary was taking for granted, and it's affected your life because I've had to listen to Joe complaining about it for 4 years. It's affecting my life.
Yeah, I thought it would be a lot more hilarious having a reality TV star as our president, but as it turns out, it's been less funny haha and more funny that's weird and kind of sucks. Why would he do that to us?
I don't know, man. I
was watching that show Adam Ruins Everything, and he did an episode about votes and voting in general. And it was talking about the history of voting and the what did you say, the college, the college,
yeah, Electoral College.
Yeah, and he was talking about how much of a broken system the whole thing is basically, and how it's it's all kind of more or less decided before the votes are really cast.
Yeah, it's kind of decided before they even do their Democratic and Republican convention. It was a foregone conclusion the Republicans were not going to have any other candidate on their ballots. They were going to go Trump. And then the Democrats, before they even started running, the two names that were always being thrown out were Elizabeth Warren and Joe Biden. And then that was from the mainstream party line. They wanted one of those two candidates. And then Bernie was this wild card candidate that nobody wanted, but nobody could get rid of.
Anyway, since Joe's not talking, we don't have to actually talk about Trump. So
yeah.
Go ahead and change the subject.
Okay. So when's the last time you actually left your house?
That actually came up today. I'm going to have to go into the office and do some work tomorrow. Oh. I'm going to have to brave all what I assume is just like Mad Max out there. It's going to be all post-apocalyptic and jacked up.
I don't know. You should record it. I want to see it. Throw a cam on the dash and just run.
Charlize Theron movie. It's going to be hilarious. But seriously, yeah, I haven't left the house since it must be going on 2.5, 3 weeks. I have zero reason to leave the house.
Yes, we know, and you haven't changed your clothes or anything.
Yeah, literally before the show, I was wearing the same shirt I was wearing in yesterday's show.
I can testify to that. I saw that.
I don't know what you're doing on your end, Joe, but it's flipping out over there.
I'm literally having to rebuild half of the show on the fly, just so that people can actually see me again. Yeah,
it's not a real big loss, as it turns out.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, really.
So yeah, how about you? Do you leave the house on a regular?
I'm leaving at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. I went out today. I'm going to go out again on Friday or Saturday, one of the two. I went shopping, and it's usually Wednesday or on the weekend that I go. I didn't go last weekend because I was working all weekend.
So do you really feel like you had to go shopping? Did you absolutely have to go shopping?
Yes, because I don't like canned food and I like fresh produce. And you can't keep produce for typically longer than a couple of weeks at a time. I don't like just having a fridge full of produce because eventually it's going to go bad. So I buy enough for a week or two. Usually it doesn't last too long.
Carrots and carrots.
I don't have any carrots. I got a lot of potatoes today. Usually when I go out, I'm buying oranges and tangerines because I like the oranges. Kids like the tangerines. I got some grapefruits because I like grapefruit. And grapefruit is delicious. What is wrong with you people? Grapefruit is amazing.
Who voluntarily eats a grapefruit? No,
wait,
why?
What have you got against grapefruit?
You guys are not doing it right. You're just not doing it right. Grapefruit is delicious. So I got grapefruit, and since I'm out, like I usually will make a Costco run to see if they actually have anything in stock, and they had a ton of toilet paper. I don't know if the shipment got there when I arrived, and it was mid-afternoon, but in the food court where they normally have the tables, since they pulled all those out, it was all stacked like 12 feet high with just toilet paper. It was insane. So
wow,
that factory is still working.
Yeah, I've been. My wife has been going out on a somewhat regular basis just to go do deliveries, and she's been, she's pretty handy with her sewing machine, so she's actually been sewing masks for people, and some of them she's been donating, and some of them, she's been selling. But we gotta recoup some of them costs. So she's been going out, and she's been the one that's actually been going out to the stores, and she seriously has been saying, you literally can't find toilet paper at the stores still.
It might have just been today. You might want to check out your local Costco, man.
They might have just delivered that, but seriously, it is a commodity that's still tough to find.
I still don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, that's typically it. I went out. What's it? Tuesday? No, Tuesday was yesterday. I think I went out on either last Thursday or one of the days over the weekend because I wanted to buy some cabling. I'm trying to make some cables so I can get this studio to work like a studio so Joe's not freaking out because things are resized.
Oh, yeah, that would be good. That would be really nice.
Custom length Ethernet lines, and nobody sells like just a 50-foot Ethernet line or 100-foot Ethernet line that I like, so I'm gonna make one. And I bought all the stuff I need, but I don't have the tool to put the ends on because I thought I already had that. What up, lady?
Yeah.
And then what
hi,
else?
Hannah.
So yeah, mostly groceries. I go out every couple of days. When's the last time you left, Joe?
Well, I actually walked out of my house earlier today.
I mean, went somewhere.
No,
When did the last time you
I
went
walked out of
somewhere?
my house. I got in my car and I went for a drive, and
Wow.
that was the excitement for the day.
That
Oh, hey,
sounds like
we actually got a
so-
telephone
I'm talking
call
about
coming in,
actual
guys.
destination.
We're gonna have to take this. Hi, thanks for calling around midnight with the local boys. This is Disaster Central tonight. You are live on the air. Who are we talking to?
Hey, it's the Whistler.
The Whistler. Okay. How are you tonight,
Yep.
Whistler?
Oh man, I'm coming in with a hot tip.
Oh, okay. All right. Do tell.
It's a steamer, really. I heard you guys were talking about toilet paper. You
Yes.
guys just gotta go to Home Depot. I went to Home Depot, and I just bought myself a bidet.
Oh,
I'm
do they
never
have
gonna
them?
look
Some
back.
places don't have them in stock.
Okay.
Joe's scared of having
I
liquid
say
shooting
stop
in his butt.
banning the bidet. What is it with
He acts like it's
Americans
foreign
hating bidets?
My daughter's right here, Chevelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get one. I don't know why I didn't think to go to Home Depot. I actually went there to get all the parts for my cable, and then I didn't get it.
Well, you know,
Functionist.
actually, I think that's rather fitting because when I think of crap, I think of Home Depot.
Actually, it's a Lowe's out here. I don't have Home Depot.
But
out here.
Oh, man.
Farther away.
A bidet does seem like the way to go, though. Come on.
It's the way the rest of the civilized world is doing it.
Yeah, you gotta get one of the top of the line models, though. The ones that have like a drying machine and whatnot on it.
A drying
Otherwise,
machine?
you're
I'm
still
sorry.
gonna be using
Are you
toilet paper.
talking about a butt dryer?
Yeah, butt dryer.
one of the ones that talks to you when you're using it, you know?
Yeah, I'm not trying to spend that
To
kind of
warm
money.
your toilet
You want to know?
seat for ya.
Listen, I'm gonna probably end up employing a trick. I've got the stuff, and I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, so to speak. When my brother-in-law came over from Africa, I noticed that there was always a little squirt bottle sitting on top of the toilet, and I didn't know what it was.
Uh-oh. I'm already not liking the sound of this.
It was
or something.
No, it's like almost like what lotion would be in, except this straight top, like a shampoo bottle
I'm
or something like that.
Oh, never mind. Oh God.
And it was a bunghole cleaner. He used it to squirt his butthole.
I hope you didn't try drinking out of that before you found out.
I think my son might have tried.
Dude, this is just wrong.
But yeah, man, I mean, low tech. Not everybody wants to go and spend hundreds of dollars on some talking butt flosser. So,
talking? I'm sorry, talking?
Recycle your shampoo bottle and you're good to go, man.
Where did the talking part come in
They
to
have
this?
talking butt flossers, Joe.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
It's a
now the
thing.
children are crying.
Okay, you know what? I'm almost caller. We got to take a break. I'm wondering if you can stay on the line with us until we come back. Be about 2 minutes. Would you mind?
Sure.
Would you mind staying with us? All right, fantastic.
Yeah, sounds
What's that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna take a break. You are watching Around Midnight with the local boys. You can call in if you'd like to join us. That telephone call number is 951-356-6882. We got a caller on the line right now, and he's going to be coming back with us very shortly. And we'll continue talking about squirt bottles. Is that what we were
High-tech
discussing?
butt flossers.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll yeah.
Just go to the break.
We'll be back in a moment.
Vehicle accidents are stressful enough. You don't need someone showing up at the scene trying to pressure you into letting them tow away your vehicle. Call your roadside assistance provider or insurance company for towing company suggestions, or consult with police on the scene. And always have the price and terms in writing before you let them hook it up. If you suspect fraud, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB or visit www.nicb.org. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
We're all busy, but our health comes first.
I've got this mammogram scheduled. When is your colonoscopy?
Screening increases the chances of detecting certain cancers early when treatment can be most effective.
Hurry up, early.
Make time to schedule your screening appointment now.
Hello, I'm Congressmember Judy Chu. Talk to a doctor about your risk factors to determine what screenings are best for you. Make your appointment today and keep it.
This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
How's everybody doing? We all right? Great job. You guys are doing it.
Tackle football is like smoking. The younger I start, the longer I'm exposed to danger. You wouldn't let me smoke. When should I start tackle? Choose flag under 14.
You're a busy man when you turn 18. But with all you've got going on, don't forget to register with Selective Service. It's the law. It only takes about 2 minutes to register at sss.gov. And you can do it without even looking up from your phone. Just like that. When you turn 18, register at sss.gov.
All right, we are back right here on Around Midnight. I am Joe Carbonetta. I'm joined by Todd Fluker, Chevelle Devine, and our caller. How are you? Are you still there with us?
I'm still here. It's
Awesome.
the Whistler.
Awesome, the Whistler. How'd you get that name, by the way, the Whistler? Do we want to know?
Well, we were talking about the days earlier, so I'll let you figure it out.
Okay, all right. Hey, you know what? Come to think of it, guys, it's not. There was, Is that you in the background there, Todd, or is that the caller that's got that?
It's not my dog.
I hope that's a dog. I don't know.
Sounds like a real dog.
Maybe that
Todd
has to do with the
those
Whistler.
Tiny little things.
No, you know what? I was gonna say we got an interesting email today. Well, a quick reminder: you can call in 951-356-6882. That's the phone number if you want to join the conversation. Alternatively, you can join the YouTube chat. And on the days that we're not on the air, you can always reach us at mixifyd@gmail.com. And to that end, somebody actually did that, and they sent us a picture. So one of our guests actually sent us, they're part of the COVID crew, evidently. And so, yeah, this is the photograph that we got of them in their COVID outfit. I like the face mask. Obviously, they're practicing good social distancing. Yeah, maybe he's an MTA driver. You never can tell, because remember, the MTA drivers only got that one glove. But by the way, if you'd like to send us your pictures of being part of the COVID crew, you can send them to us at mixifyd@gmail.com. That's mixifyd@gmail.com. And when you send us your photograph, send us something that says you give us permission to use your picture on the show, and we will put your COVID clothing. You can be part of the COVID crew.
Look at all that exposed skin.
Well, it's something you
Like
inhale. It's not like if you
melanin rainbow.
I don't understand. What's with the concern about the exposure? It is sunny Southern California. I'm assuming he was from Southern California. I don't know. It would be amusing if he was in Alaska. If that shot actually came from Nome, Alaska or something. I don't know. They didn't tell us where the photograph
Isn't
came
it still
from.
dark in Alaska? They're dark. Well, not all
Well,
of Alaska.
and maybe okay. All right. We're overanalyzing it now. But anyway, caller, you were saying. God, please continue now.
He wasn't saying
Well,
anything.
you
He just
know,
told him to stay
I was
on.
trying to conserve some PPE, so I pulled the Michael Jackson there with the one glove. And, yeah, I think it's a pretty good look.
He's taking
Got-
on the
got
persona?
Pikachu on the chest. And, yeah, I was rocking it, loving it.
So when's the last time you left the house? Where did you go?
I
And
went
how often do
today out, so my job still has me go out, so went out and interacted with some humans professionally today.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Sounds
yeah, it was
dangerous.
all right.
Did you have to maintain your 6 feet of distance, wear your face mask and your gloves, and I don't know what else you put on these days, but yeah, I mean, were you practicing good?
The company Pikachu shirt.
Yeah, so I was wearing my Atari shirt today. Thank you very much.
Okay.
But so I was wearing my mask all day, and so now I've got a sunburn. I've got a face mask sunburn.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was
Pretty
surprisingly
great.
warm
So my
today.
forehead
Wow.
is just cherry red, and my mouth
Is lily white.
It's
is
pristine.
my butt.
That
Yeah,
sounds awesome.
man. It
He looked
was.
like Homer Simpson. It looked like all that, and then just the white big face in the middle.
Just the mouth part.
I also want to say, I think while we were on the break, we had another telephone call coming in, but we still had our Whistler on the line. So to the caller that was trying to call in, as soon as we end this call, please try calling back again. All right.
Okay.
So so you were out in public today and trying to return to some kind of normalcy because our illustrious
Job
governor
requires it.
has pointed out that here in California we won't be returning to normalcy for a long time.
Is that he didn't give a time? He just
Right.
said a long
Yeah,
time.
no, he hasn't
Well,
said
I
yet.
mean, which doesn't make total sense to me. I almost feel like we're doing too good a job. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, controversial to say, I suppose, but we're sending ventilators away because we have so few cases. So, it just makes you wonder when the first big wave is going to happen, or are we actually going to have to practice the social distancing as strongly as we're doing right now for months and months and months until the vaccine comes out.
Oh, yeah, and to that end, months means probably 2021 because most of the medical community has already said it's not likely that we will see a vaccine before 2021.
Woof.
I've been wondering
So,
that
are you
myself.
going to take this vaccine?
Would I do it?
Are you going to do
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Sure. When that comes in, definitely. I'm not one of those people that's convinced that the government is trying to poison me like you are.
Yeah, I get a flu
I'd
shot.
rather have
Why
somebody
not?
cough in my face, honestly.
Yeah, what's wrong with the vaccine?
Chevelle, I believe, thinks that they are inserting a mind control device in with the vaccine so that they can.
It's not that, but they have actually. I don't remember who it was who said it, but they are actually talking about putting RFID chips inside the injections so they can track who has the vaccine.
What was the character's name? What did that guy get stamped in the movie Idiocracy when he was supposed to get it put on his barcode and his name was something like I don't know or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh my God, I gotta watch that movie again.
Yeah, I know. It's more appropriate than ever.
Yeah, that movie really prophesied the times that we're living in.
Yeah. Well, all right, Whistler, we thank you so much for your call. We hope you're enjoying the show, and
Thank you, guys.
we hope you're going to continue to watch and call in despite the technical difficulties, because Skype was really, really throwing us for a loop tonight.
Yeah, say what's up to Blade for us.
Guys, I'm loving it. Good night. Take care.
Was it Whistler, the guy who hung out with Blade?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and he just borrowed something from
his handler.
The M Place, I think. He just sang their song as he exited. That was interesting. Anyway, yeah. So, CJ, did you say you went out somewhere today or recently?
I went grocery shopping, and I'm probably going to go out again on Friday.
Now, where you are, do you have to wear a face covering all the time?
It is not required, but if it makes you guys feel better, I actually wore a mask part of the time that I was out today. We're not as populated, not as densely populated. There's a large population. The population here is larger than the population in Pasadena, but we're spread out a lot more.
So what you're saying is
where I
you're
am.
dense but not populated.
Okay. Thought I said that.
All right, Todd's nodding in agreement. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's decent. There's nothing to write home about.
Oh, really, Todd? I'm not getting that much love, huh?
Anywho, so you couldn't find any chicken, Chevelle?
No, I usually hit a grocery store. I usually hit Costco.
We got another call coming in. Hang on here. Let's take this call.
The Super Target.
Hey, you are on the air with Around Midnight and the Local Boys. Thank you so much for calling tonight. Who are we talking to?
It's my cousin. I left a message.
You left?
Which you'll get sometime tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. For those of you who don't know, you
never
can
check his
actually leave messages for the Mixified crew, and we will get to them.
Oh. Well, that's good for you. You protect yourselves that way, I'm sure.
All right. So we missed your name. I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Lugene.
Lugene. Okay. Lugene. No, pleasure to speak with you this evening. Lugene, I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that you are not the person in... Wow, I hear something in the background. You have your TV up? You got to turn that down because I can actually hear us talking like 5 seconds later.
I just
So
did.
you're not the person in this photograph, I'm guessing.
Say that again? I'm sorry.
You're not the person in this photograph, correct? The
No,
viewer that
say
sent
yes.
us this
I
photograph?
hope not.
Okay, all
I
right.
got a photograph here, but you don't really want to see it.
And just a reminder again that if you want to send in your photograph and be counted as part of the COVID crew, you can send your pics to mixified@gmail.com. That is mixified@gmail.com. And don't forget to include something that says we have permission to put your picture on the air. Because if you don't send that, we're not going to use your photograph. Okay? So you got to send that too.
Okay.
All right.
Joe, you gotta say
praise the world.
you gotta be a part of the big C. If you want the big C, then send us your photo.
I don't know. That sounds bad. The big C. I'm not.
Eugene wants the big C.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. You guys are taking a real chance with that weed bottle incident because Joe, I saw your face.
My face.
I saw your face when he was talking about the do-it-yourself, low-tech, whatever. And all I could think of was condiment bottles.
Wait.
They have points.
Oh yeah. Those mustard dispensers would work right?
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, see, here's my face. What's wrong with my face? But now I get it. I see.
And I'm like, oh, I know where he's going. And I went there before you. So,
yeah, that's just a horrifying thought. See, and I could see somebody picking that up and going, oh, hey, look, there's something to drink here.
Really? I mean,
come on, Chevelle.
A squeeze bottle of anything in the bathroom.
Well, to the normal person, I would agree. But as you were saying, Todd, what about Chevelle?
Yeah, I think Chevelle has eaten a lot of things. I think even he would hesitate to eat something he found in the bathroom.
I would not eat something I found in the bathroom unless it was still wrapped. No, not even.
The way things are done in Colorado, I mean, toilet paper stacked up everywhere at a Costco. Only thing that's stacked up out here are people waiting to get into a Costco. So I find that absolutely refreshing. That you actually
well, no, I'm more concerned actually at this point that there is a lot of toilet paper there in Colorado. That leads me to wonder if maybe people aren't worried about hygiene at all there. If they're not hoarding the toilet paper.
No, I think it's just that we aren't panicking like everybody else.
I think it's a question of what you put a priority upon. I mean, toilet paper was the first thing that people went for, and I couldn't tell you why. And then it was water. And now, believe it or not, it's hair dye.
Hair dye? Is that what you said?
Hair dye is, yes. They were laughing about it on the news, but people are just loading up on any kind of personal hair product or makeup product or something like that because the salons are closed and the beauty supplies
are exactly.
Speaking of beauty,
there may be people waking up with somebody they didn't expect to see.
Speaking of beauty supplies, apparently they're running low on razors and shaving cream in some parts of town. Have you noticed the two lumberjack types that I am flanked by?
Yeah.
I mean,
who's still shaving and why?
Yeah, I mean,
why?
look at that. How many days growth is that, Todd?
Yeah, it's about the same number as since I have last left the house.
I mean, do you realize?
Why would I bother to shave if I'm not leaving the house?
Do you realize? I think you almost have more hair on the bottom of your head now than you do on the top.
Oh yeah,
wow.
It's about the same.
Look at that.
I like it.
It's a little thicker on the bottom.
I like both of them.
And then there's Mountain.
He's trying to catch up with the hair on his back.
Then there's Mountain Man.
What happened to your hairless lip?
Mountain Man CJ there. I don't know what.
Yeah, this is pretty full in here, but I can't get this here to do
just
anything.
Nothing.
You just can't get it to connect. That's the land bridge. It's not happening, right?
It's not connecting.
That's the.
Yeah, that's how the top of my lip used to be.
Barren area.
And then
now it at least grows in a little bit up here.
Yours?
Then there's me. I haven't had a beard or mustache in many, many years, which is probably a little bit confusing considering if you saw my caricature that came up earlier, because the video froze. Yeah, that was the Sinister Joe, I guess, because that was commissioned years and years ago when I had the mustache and the goatee.
The evil twin.
Yeah, right.
CJ had no pair for braids.
Yeah.
But I don't see anything really wrong, or I don't know. Guys say they're uncomfortable sometimes, especially if you're trying to grow them out, and that it takes an awful lot of grooming, and grooming products are in short supply. So maybe it's just easier not to have one. I know my daughter's mustache is coming in beautifully, and she's starting to embrace.
I'm gonna keep out of that. I'm not gonna touch that. I'm not touching that.
Oh man, I was gonna say seriously. Even though I stopped shaving my face, do I still have to shave my ear hair?
Anybody else? But she's okay with it. She's she does shave, of course. But you're right. Now, can any of you tell me? Well, you and Todd live here in California. Do you have, Chevelle, trouble finding cleaning products?
You cannot get Lysol wipes. You cannot get a lot of that stuff. It's mostly glass cleaner, which honestly is just as effective. Because by all accounts, if you hit it with, it's got to be more than I think 90% alcohol. That will break it up and kill it. Bleach is going to kill it. But you don't want to go bleaching everything.
Yeah, bleach. I haven't seen a bottle of. I mean, I went through my storage and I actually had, that Clorox spray cleaner with the heavy bleach in it.
It's hard to find. Any
And
of that
some
stuff.
guy walked by my apartment when I was out cleaning the door handle and offered me $100 for it. I'm like,
Really?
No.
$100
And you gave it to him, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say you took that, right?
No.
I would have done that and then went and bought somebody else's for $50.
No, because you can't. It's not online. It's not anywhere. And
Yeah,
the
it
few
is hard to
places
come
that you
by.
can find, I mean, there are cleaners, but they're not disinfectants. And I wondered if that was just a
need something that can
California
break a
thing
bond.
or if that was going on all over. Because the shelves are absolutely devoid of bleach, and I've been on just about everything from Etsy to Amazon, and nobody has it.
Well, have you had to leave the house at all, Eugene? Or are you just keeping your house tidy?
Not really. I have friends around who are doing that, but I usually time my shopping for when I know the paycheck's coming in. But for the most part, no. I did drive to East LA to help my daughter get to a market because she doesn't have a car or anything like that. So I did take her up to a market. But no, if you've got your food, your toilet paper, your squeeze bottles, and your bleach, you're pretty much at home.
Yeah,
But
I don't understand.
the
why
things.
people
Let
are
me put it this way:
stockpiling
the
if they're
things
not
I would
leaving home.
normally figure, I'm going to go out and get some stuff. If it's not a necessity, you don't really. Which is really a shame because gas is so low now. I'd like to buy a couple of 10-gallon gas containers and freeze the gas. I mean, I've seen it $1 something in places. Just unbelievable.
Hey,
Here in California, that's unbelievable.
Totally switching gears here for a second, guys, because we're getting short on time. I wanted to actually show everybody the scene where all of those caricatures come from, just for the heck of it. That's where that all came from. That is the artwork that was commissioned. What would you say it was, like 20 plus years ago, 25 years ago?
At least.
At least.
Was that in Vegas?
Yes, that was actually done in Las Vegas. True professional that did that work for us.
NAD, no doubt.
And as you can see myself in the bottom right corner there, and Todd in the lower left, and Chevelle's in the upper left. And Todd actually has a twin brother, people probably don't know this, who used to join us on the show 20 plus years ago, and that's his twin brother in the upper right corner there.
Yeah, we got to get him in on the show.
Yeah, we probably should, except that he's really, really far east, as in like 3 hours, different time zone ahead of us.
Well, come on. Everybody's sleeping in. Everybody's working from home. Yeah. What does he got to do in the morning?
Probably on Xbox right now.
That could be.
Yeah, playing Gears of War. Gears 5.
Amazing.
Well, we got to wrap this up. I know we were a few minutes late getting on, so we're going to go a little bit over 8 o'clock, but we're almost out of time right now. So Eugene, did you have any closing thoughts? We really appreciate your call tonight, but did you have any closing thoughts?
I was listening to Chevelle when he was talking about voting for Joe Biden. You know what? I would say at this point, I don't think it matters who's in the White House because we're basically just screwed. It's not. It has nothing to do with who's president necessarily. We just aren't ready for anything. And all these years we've been telling ourselves, yeah, we can handle it. I don't even have any faith anymore in people if the great earthquake that California's supposed to have comes. Because we're just not ready. And I
Gavin
don't
Newsom
think
is not going to be any help.
whoever is in the House. I mean, I hope somebody gets in that cares a little bit more, that doesn't want to be a dictator. But I don't.
You
really
mean
think
somebody
it
who
matters
believes he
who
has
you vote
absolute
for.
power over the governors in the states and can tell them when they open up and everything?
But Joe, you have to be careful when you say that because you can't have it both ways. Because if Bernie was president, that's the type of government he wants.
Yeah.
Where you have centralized control. It would remove power from the state.
Bernie's not even an option now, so we don't have to worry about that.
My point is, people keep trying to push back against Trump because he's trying to liberate a bunch of stuff and make people responsible for themselves. The other alternative is you give people more power. And that's something that's been happening slowly but surely for the last 20 years. Since 9/11, Patriot Act, they pushed it through. The next big push was on medical. They're going to do that again this time around. The next big push is going to be economics. They're going to centralize more and more of the economy. And then it's a done deal. You can kiss your freedoms goodbye. The fact that the entire nation is broken now is evidence of the fact.
I guess we're basically 6 of one or half a dozen of the other. But if nothing else, if he's going to be dictator for life or whatever it is he's planning on doing,
I don't think that'll
I hope he learns to step down and let the people who know what they're talking about talk about it. Because this man doesn't know squat about medical whatever, is because this was a hoax, as you recall.
It's okay to stop that.
It was going to go away, as you recall.
It didn't happen.
And it wasn't going to be a big deal, as you recall. And we've got people telling us we need to be doing this stuff for the next 2 years. So, either way it goes, I hope if he doesn't step down, that he shuts down for a minute so we can get a little peace.
Okay. All right. Well, Lugene, we thank you so much for your call this evening. And hope you've been enjoying the show, and hope you will continue to watch us, and hope we'll get a chance to speak with you again soon.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Keep everything up and running. Keep screwdrivers, ice cubes, and gaffer's tape handy, because you can. I've seen you fix
need it for
about
this
everything
show.
with those 3 things. So you guys take it easy, stay safe, and I'm going to start sewing masks because Todd's wife is putting me to shame. And other than that, except I just want to say this one thing: gouging is terrible. I can't find a pack of needles that I need. I wanted the titanium needles, $26 for them. Wow. And I thought, I'm just going to staple these things together. Okay, you guys have a good evening and be safe.
Oh,
okay?
you too. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I ordered a wireless keyboard and mouse since I'm going to be having to work at home. I ordered it 3 weeks ago. It's not going to show up for another 2 weeks.
Oh, wow, that is kind of brutal.
Tough times all over, Joe.
Now imagine Chevelle trying to get soap.
Yeah, I gotta use a squirt bottle to clean my butthole.
Right there with you with your batteries and wireless keyboards.
Oh.
I'm trying to wipe my ass.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, with that in mind, this has been another
put that in your mind.
exciting episode of Around Midnight. And a reminder again that you can send us your pictures, be part of the COVID crew, text them to us or email them to us at mixified@gmail.com. That's mixified@gmail.com. And then you can look for us again very soon.
Just really pulling a pose.
Yeah. I think we're gonna go out with that shot right there. Yeah, for all Mixified, remember, stay healthy, stay safe, stay home, and above all, stay Mixified. We'll see you guys next time around.